Hi, I'm Kat Kalashian for Live and Invest Overseas, and today I'm talking about 5 places to enjoy a sunny retirement overseas for 2025. If overseas retirement is in your plans for this year, here's a roundup of specific locations where expats can enjoy a stress-free, sunny retirement in 2025. Number 1, and one of my personal favorites, Valencia, Spain, a culturally vibrant city with Mediterranean beaches. I'm going to start each little introduction with a few little bullet points for each country. The first is the cost of living for a couple, which in Valencia is $2,363. The healthcare ranking for the 2023 Legatum Prosperity Index, it ranked number 7. And the 2024 Global Peace Index ranking for Spain was 32. Valencia, however, specifically, is a sun-soaked city on the Mediterranean coast where U.S. retirees can enjoy a well-appointed lifestyle for less than you're currently spending. Life in Valencia costs 53% less than the average mean annual expenditure of Americans 65 and older, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And it's a shining example of how much more affordable life overseas can be for U.S. retirees, even in Europe. The city offers endless things to see and do, including museums, gastronomy, sporting events, live opera and theater, performances, concerts, and more. The Valencian community has its own cultural identity, which it celebrates at colorful and culturally specific events like Las Fallas, which is a 5-day celebration that involves massive sculptures, parades, and music. Lots of fireworks and bonfires as well. The infrastructure in Valencia is strong, it's dependable, it's some of the best in Europe. The public transportation system is so efficient and affordable that you won't need a car here, which will greatly reduce your cost of living each month. And it's also top rated for healthcare with modern facilities and highly trained medical professionals. And there's a large expat community. It's easy for new arrivals to connect with others after they arrive. You'll be able to speak English with the other expats, but you should plan to learn Spanish to really appreciate life here. And to live long term, you can apply for the non-lucrative visa, which simply requires a passive income of about 2,400 euros per month to support yourself. That is a 1-year residence permit that you can renew. Number 2 on our list is Cascais, Portugal. Upscale coastal living just 30 minutes from Lisbon. The estimated monthly cost of living for 2 is $3,523. The healthcare ranking in the Legatum Index was number 40, and the Global Peace Index ranking number 7. Cascais is an upscale coastal beauty just 30 minutes from Lisbon, as I said, which is Portugal's capital city. It's long been a sunny playground for Lisbon's upper class, and now it's also a magnet for expats from around the world who are seeking a safe, well-appointed overseas lifestyle. It's on the Atlantic coast with golden beaches, but cold ocean waters, and they are available from the city center. There are a variety of types of beaches to choose from secluded coves with calm waters to active stretches with surfable waves. In town, you'll find a mix of old world ambiance, cobblestone streets, historical buildings, modern amenities, and Cascais is known for its trendy cafes and restaurants, as well as shopping, markets, festivals, and much more. It's relatively expensive compared to other destinations in Portugal, with an estimated cost of living, as I said, of about $3,500 US for a couple, but that's still 30% more affordable than the mean cost of living for a couple 65 or older in the US. Many expats choose to settle here despite the higher costs because they're really happy with the high-level amenities, services, excellent healthcare and facilities, plus the really diverse community of welcoming expats. It's a place where US retirees can easily plug in, settle in, meet people quickly, and speak mostly English among the expats and also even among the locals here. One American expat that we know there says, "One of the things I love most about living in Cascais is connection. The expat community is probably one of the best in Portugal." To live here long term, you can apply for the passive income earner, which is called the D7 visa. You just have to show sufficient income per month, which is about $1,500, and it's good for 2 years and then renewable. Number 3 on our list is Medellin, Colombia. Euro chic overseas retirement in one of the world's most livable cities. The cost of living here for 2 is about $1,688. The healthcare ranking was number 36, and the Global Peace Index ranking number 146. Medellin is one of the most livable, best appointed cities in the world, and it has a growing reputation among U.S. retirees and digital nomads. It boasts an inexpensive, user-friendly public transportation system, abundant green spaces, and weather that pretty much defines perfect for most people in the world. Every day is about 74 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's very comfortable year-round. You'll rarely need to use air conditioning or heating here, which helps save on utilities. The locals, called paisas, are fun-loving and friendly. They celebrate local culture at annual festivals and turn out by the thousands for sporting events and concerts. The list of things to do here is as complete as you would want any place to be, with museums, theater, orchestra, live music, shopping, nightclubs, art, fine dining, and more. This high quality of life comes at a very low cost for U.S. retirees. As I said, the estimated for an expat couple is $1,688, which is 66% less than the mean average annual expenditure of Americans 65 and over. The low cost of living is supercharged by the exchange rate between the US dollar and the Colombian peso, which is currently and has been for over a decade working in the dollar holders' favor. Healthcare here is among the best in all of Latin America. Medellin is home to some of the top tier hospitals in the region. Quality is so high and costs are so low that it has a growing acclaim as a medical tourism destination. Colombia also welcomes expats and foreign residents with open arms, offering several paths to residency that are easy for the average American retiree or worker to qualify for. The retirement visa, which is called the pensionado visa, for example, requires a monthly pension that is the equivalent of 3 times the monthly minimum wage, which is about $983 per month in 2025. The visa is good for 1 to 3 years, depending, and is renewable. Next on our list, number 4, is Crete, Greece, a historically rich Mediterranean island in the sun. Estimated cost of living is $1,873. Healthcare is number 41, and peace index number 40. Crete offers the best of the Mediterranean: abundant sunshine, sparkling ocean vistas, rugged landscapes, and delicious local cuisine that's so healthy it could help you lose weight and potentially extend your lifespan. That's the Mediterranean diet for you. Crete is Greece's biggest and most populous island, and it provides a range of lifestyle options from cosmopolitan cities like Heraklion and Chania to rustic mountain villages, to total isolation in remote areas that are surrounded by olive groves. It boasts remarkable geography, which includes snow-capped skiable mountains, pink sand beaches, stunning cliffs, and some of Europe's longest and deepest gorges. The island is so big and diverse that it's pretty easy to keep island fever at bay. Crete has long sat at the crossroads of all of the major civilizations: Europe, Asia, Africa. Its historical roots run deep and throughout the island, so you're never far from history or sites to see here. Chania on the northwest coast is a microcosm of this rich history, with evidence of the Romans, Byzantines, Venetians, Ottomans, and Egyptians, every culture and civilization that touched Crete over the millennia. Chania's old town is a labyrinth of homes, museums, boutiques, restaurants, bars, ancient churches, and it's partly encircled by the ancient city walls. The atmosphere here is incredible. It's really not surprising that this is a hotspot for expats from around the world. There are an estimated 18,000 expats living in Crete in total. And this Mediterranean island living comes at quite a discount. The estimated budget is $1,875 or so, which is about 63% less than the average for Americans 65 and older. To live here long term, you would use probably the financial independent person permit, which to qualify for, you would just need to show enough income to support yourself, which is set at 3,500 euros. That's actually quite high relative to most European countries, and you can certainly live in Crete and anywhere in Greece for much less than that. The permit is good for 2 years and is renewable. Finally on our list, we have Mazatlan, Mexico, overseas retirement where beach living meets Spanish colonial charm. The cost of living is estimated at $2,069 for a couple. Healthcare ranked number 71, and the peace index ranked it at 138. This is one of the best places to live on Mexico's Pacific coast. It's a city of about 50,000 people. It offers affordable living at just over $2,000 a month, which is about 59% less than retirees in the US. It's also much more affordable than its resort town counterparts. For example, Puerto Vallarta, Playa del Carmen, Tulum. Everything from the cost of a meal to real estate comes at a discount compared to these more popular, more well-known places. And the city also offers a more authentic feel than these resort towns. Although it has a sizable expat community, the presence of foreigners doesn't overwhelm it. And Of course, Mazatlan has several miles of continuous sandy beach and swimmable waters, which is its great appeal among locals and expats. The beach is lined by the boardwalk, which is called the Malecón in Spanish. It's a hub of activity at all hours. People out exercising, walking dogs, swimming, families, kids, everybody's out at any given time of day. And one of the city's most appealing attributes, again, for the foreigners that are moving in, is the sprawling historic center, which is the Centro Histórico in Spanish. It's a labyrinth of cobblestone back streets that contain charming Spanish colonial architecture, lively plazas. It's really one of the city's best places for a high-end meal or drinks or live music. It's a vibrant, lively place to spend time. If overseas retirement in Mexico sounds appealing and you'd like to live here long-term, you would apply for temporary residency by showing that you receive $4,295 per month in income or $71,375 in savings. These thresholds just rose in the past couple years, and it's very high relative to other countries in Latin America and even Europe. You can certainly live for much less than that in Mexico. And the good thing about Mexico is that they have such a generous tourist visa. It's 180 days on a tourist visa that you might not even need to apply for residency. So many expats that we know have lived there long term. They don't apply for residency at all. They simply live in Mexico on the tourist visa for their 6 months at a time and then leave. Are you thinking of moving to one of these hotspots or any place else in the world? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tidbits like this every week from Live and Invest Overseas. Happy trails.